Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I am superb. So I was filming my last video and it was going to be a long one just because of, obviously you've seen it, just how amazing it was. And I decided, right, I'm just going to skip through the foundation routine, basic things like that, like the contour, because it's the same for every video. You'll have seen in my previous videos, it's the exact same thing. And I just wanted to focus on the eyes, so I was like, right, I'm going to do a complete video on just my face and how I achieve like my highlight, my contour, things like that. Shut up phone. And so I've obviously filmed it here for you guys today, and it will be, yeah, I don't really know what to say, it's just a face routine. But yeah, I hope you like it, and from now on I'm just gonna, you know, start skipping it out on my other tutorials and just link this video in the description box so you can reference it and things like that, and you just know what you're kind of missing as well. This is it. To accompany this look, I've just done a smoky eyeliner with some falsies. Nothing exciting, just something basic, just while I go out shopping. I'm going to mention it in the video, but I'm going to go on the hunt for some concealer because I need some concealer for my pasty white ass skin. So yeah, that's about it really. I hope you like this tutorial guys, and if you do, just continue to watch to see how I achieve it. Thanks guys, bye! So as you can see, I have not got my face on, but I have done my eyes. So I'm going to show you what I do to do my face. So let's just get in and get started. So I've already obviously washed and moisturised my face. I used, where is it? I used the Nivea Q10 Plus Anti-Wrinkle Eye Cream. Then I used the Emzibelle Ever Youthful Double Action Serum. And then I used the Emzibelle Ever Youthful Day Cream with SPF 15. And this is it here. I love the Emzibelle range, and I'm just really annoyed that you can only get it at Asda. So that means that if they don't have it in your local Asda, you have to go to another Asda to go and get it. But it's absolutely amazing, and it smells so good too. It just smells amazing. I also used an Emzibelle face wash as well. So what I would normally do when doing my makeup is I would normally prime my face first. That way it has time to kind of just seep into the skin, kind of sink into the skin. And then I would go onto the eyes. Now whether that be eyebrows and eyes, or just the eyes to do my eyebrows after I've done my face, that's kind of what I would do. So I always, before I do my eyeshadow, need to use the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. That way I definitely get all the dark circles covered. So I know that it kind of is a face thing, but I have to do it before I start my eyes, so I have done that today. So I'm going to be moving on to primer, and I'm going to use the Body Shop Insta Blur Primer. And I like to put this just kind of down the middle third of my face. That's kind of where I would get more shiny and oily throughout the day, where it kind of wear off as the day progresses. So I'm just going to apply that down there. And now is the point where I would apply that dark circle concealer and do my eyes and things. So we're going to move on, and I'm going to move on to foundation. So I'm going to use the Revlon Colour Stay Normal to Dry Foundation in the shade Ivory. And I'm just going to apply 3 to 4 pumps of this on the back of my hand, and then apply it with a damp beauty blender. Now I wouldn't say that this is a full coverage concealer. I would definitely say it's about a medium coverage not concealer, foundation. So there's definitely like a lot of things that I can still see when applying it. In real life I can see it, on the camera it kind of hides it well, but that's kind of, so if you're wanting like a medium coverage foundation, I would definitely recommend this one. And now I'm going to move on to concealer. So this is where it gets a little bit annoying for me. I obviously just for day to day wear like to use drugstore concealers, but I can't find one that's in a light enough shade for my pasty white skin. So I've got the lightest concealer I can find, and I still need to add a whitener to it. So I'm going shopping today. I'm going to go on the hunt for a concealer, and it looks like I'm just going to have to get a high-end one and use it for every day, because it seems to be that a high-end one will be what I can find in a light enough shade, But for today's video, I am going to be using the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in the shade Porcelain. So I go between Porcelain or Fair. I think I prefer Fair, to be honest, but this is what it looks like. And what I do is I just put that on the back of my hand about 3 times. So there's 1, and then I dip it back in, 2, and then 2.5 to 3 I would normally do. And then I just pop it on the back of my hand like that. And then I'm going to take the NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in white, and then I just add a little bit of that on my concealer. So about that much. And then I get a big brush. I think this is the Eco Tools concealer brush, if I can find it. And then I just mix that in on the back of my hand. And that's what it looks like now. And then I just get the brush and then just pop it on my face, so a little bit on the side of my nose, and then down in lines like this, so it will kind of make a triangle. And then I get a bit more, and again down the side. And then I take a bit more from the back of my hand, and I like to make a small cross on my forehead. I go down my nose, just a line like that, and then on my chin. And sometimes if I need to, I will do it down here under where my contour would be. My face is far too shiny. I really need to get some powder on it. And then what you could do is, if you wanted to, if now was the time where you would do like a cream or liquid contour, you would do it now. I would sometimes, if I'm really wanting like a really intense contour, but for the day-to-day kind of activities like going to work, things like that, I would miss it out. But I would normally use the shade adjusting drops from the Body Shop in the darkening shade just to achieve that contour. And again, I would just either put a little bit on the back of my hand and then dab it on, or I would just take it straight off like this and then just dab a couple of dots on where my contour is. And then I would take this really good dense Body Shop brush just to blend it out, and I would just dab it on and then blend it out like that. And then I would use my beauty blender to kind of help blend it in with my concealers and my foundations, just to make it all that. And then I would do the concealer trick just to sharpen up underneath, because it can look a bit muddy otherwise. I'm not going to do that today, however, and I'm just going to straight on to setting my concealer in my face. And for this I use the RCMA No Colour Powder. So you get quite a lot. This is 3 ounces of product, and obviously it's not ideal, you don't have like a sifter to sift it through. So I used to put it on like a paper towel, but that wasted a lot of product, it was quite messy. So now what I do is I pop it in this NYX powder pot, and I just emptied out all the NYX product, just washed it out, so there was none left. And then I just take it and then I pop it in, so messy, like that. And then that way I can dip my beauty blender in and set. So, just dip it in a wee bit, like that, and then set the under eyes. Now obviously if they've creased a wee bit, you're going to want to blend out the creasing before you set. And then if I haven't done my eyebrows before doing my eyes, I would now do my eyebrows, just to give a chance for all the other liquids, so the contour or the rest of my foundation, to just dry a little bit before going in with a brush, because then you can get streak marks if you don't wait. So obviously I've already done my eyebrows, so we're just going to go straight in with the brush. This is a big fluffy brush from B. You can get this at Superdrug, and you're just going to dip it in a wee bit and then just tap it on. And you don't want to wipe, otherwise you'll get streak marks and lines in your foundations. And I would even go over where you set, just to definitely make sure that you've not got any residue powder, like you can see under my eyes, and just to make sure that it's definitely set. Once I have set my face with powder, you can move on to powder contour. This would be also, even if you've got a liquid, you would go over it just to kind of even out the colour, just to kind of intensify it. You would do it everywhere else that you want to contour. So I'm going to be using the NYX HD blush in taupe. I am running out, I need some more. And then I'm just going to use this slightly angled thin brush. I'm just going to swirl it in and then kind of just pop it here. And I'm just going to do light circular motions. Just putting it in the hollows of my cheeks and then blending it up slightly, just so it kind of blends in and it looks quite seamless. You would never blend a contour down, always blend it up. And now obviously you can have it as deep and as dark as you want. I kind of vary mine, but I tend to have it in like a medium. Don't tend to have it too dark or too light. Just depends on the day or the occasion. And then I would always put a little bit right on the top of my forehead, at my hairline. And then I'm going to get a similar style brush, but just obviously a lot smaller. Just dip it in once, literally just the once, and just kind of go down my nose on one side, then dip it in again, down the other side, and then at the bottom. Then you move on to blush, and I am using the Rimmel Lasting Finished Soft Colour Blush in the shade 50 Live Pink. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to use a big angled brush and just dust it on, and then I kind of blend it up slightly into that contour. And then the best part is highlight. And for this video today, I'm going to use probably my favourite, and it's the Mary Luminizer by BAM. This is it here. It's really nice, light and golden, which is absolutely perfect for my white skin. And then I'm going to use, I need a better highlighting brush, but this is the best one that I've got. And then I just dip it in, and then I kind of just dust this on the highlights on my cheekbones. And then I blend it kind of slightly down onto the apples on my cheeks, but not a lot. And then I do down the bridge of my nose. And then this is where I changed brushes, so I'm still using the same product. But from Eco Tools, this double-sided brush, one's got the liner side and one's got this kind of fluffier packing brush. I just dab it in and then I put it on my Cupid's bow. And then I change brushes again. And I go for what looks like a lip brush, like a kind of thicker, bigger lip brush. And I just dip it in, and then this is used for the corners of my eyes. So I just dab it in because it's really good size, it's not too big, and you can pack it on how much you want. And then I just dab it in, and then I highlight my brow bone with this as well. So that's how I do my face. I'm going to quickly run off camera and just add some lippy and something on my lower lash line, and I'll be right back. And that is this all completed. I've added something under my eyes, I've added a lipstick, and yeah, that's my face routine, things like that. I really hope you enjoyed it. And now that I've got this video up, I might start just skipping through it in my other tutorials, just focusing on the eyes. And obviously I'll just link this video down below just so you know where to find it if you ever need it during one of those tutorials. So there's not really much to it, to be quite fairly honest. It's just a basic routine, but I am going to now go on the hunt for some concealer. So I will see you all later. Bye!